Welcome back. Let's play some 10-minute games here on Shogi Wars. This site is having a bit of an issue at the moment. Thanks to Transport for temporarily helping us find a way around this. But I started late today, so we might have time for just 2 games. Assuming I can get the site working. Let's see. It'll be fun either way. So today's proverb is cut off the king's escape route. I.e., don't chase the king into their escape route. First cut it out. Good luck. Is my overlay? Yeah, it looks okay. As best as I can tell. Yeah, I probably changed my overlay a bit for the WebGL release. So the cut of the screen's going to look a bit odd. But hey, if you can see the board, if you can see the pieces, that's what we're here for. It's good that the board captures correctly. Ew. We'll cut the long diagonal and activate the silver. Yep, right on schedule. I don't know how best to play against this. Maybe I should push on the king's file here. Silver generals get exchanged and my rook hasn't moved. But I'm a bit prone. I assume that silver takes is happening. All these pieces look really tiny to me somehow. Maybe the WebGL version changed my expectations. But yeah, everything looks visible here. Alright, so if this silver takes here, I can take there and get a counterattack moving. Or if silver takes pawn, I can chase your rook. And then chase your gold and chase your king and all this fun stuff. Yes, please. Alright, the silver's hanging. They'll drop a rook to defend it. I attack their king, and depending how they block, I might go after the blocker rather than starting to take pieces. That's pinned. How many pieces can I get for my rook? 2 isn't bad. Can I do better? I don't think so. If I take this, that looks fun. Let's just see where this chaos lands us, shall we? So the rook is floating. I'm attacking the rook, which is now a dragon. Also threatening this gold. they have another rook they can drop. Let's attack anyway. Let's see. I thought I'd have something compelling against that somehow. Let's pretend this is
7分
compelling. If the rook goes to the corner, I can chase the king a bit or something. Alright, I'll take one piece. Am I supposed to take this? I don't see what else to do here. Alright, so they exchanged a dragon for 2 generals. Ah, and they have a fork. Thankfully, I too have a fork. Unfortunately, I don't have enough to checkmate their king, so I'm just going to have to keep taking pieces until I do have enough pieces. It would be nice to hit this point, though. Or this point. Or even this, but that seems unlikely. They're going to probably drop the rook in the middle of this tower. And I don't have a good response to it. Oh. Wait, is that a more direct way to crush me? Or am I just taking a piece here? Guess we'll defend this way. Despite being told not to run from a fork, here I am, running from a fork. Better might have been like rook drop somewhere. Oh, well... Okay, we don't have to... If both parts can run, then we're doing okay. Yeah, I have a sore spot right where the horse stands, but it takes a turn to attack that. I am the master of subtlety. Of course they'll defend this. But I'm not sure that the defense is going to hold forever. How do I attack?
5分
I've got so many pieces attacking. I could take this directly. I don't think it's strong enough, though. Let's go. Oh, my king's over here, not over there. Well, this could be rough. I think if they did gold drop and... No, it's not made. Just kidding. Maybe I'm threatening to drop a silver in front of my king if I don't have mate. I know my opponent's considering defensive moves here. Oh, gold drop looked like mate to you. Maybe it is. Gold, bishop, take, take, take. Yeah, okay, that would have worked. Yeah. Oops. So that's why my position's better than it used to be. Either they're hunting for mate here, or they're looking at a defensive gold drop. Um, or both. They could be looking at both possibilities. If they do try defending, like, I don't see how to checkmate this. I could maybe get the silver to move, but I don't have a gold or anything that makes it easy to pursue this king. If I could move the next like maybe pawn drop, bishop drop, and rook takes gold or something might be a threat. One down, one to go because we started late. Good luck. This is probably not the world's most accurate move order. Wait, I've seen this position before. On a previous occasion, I should have pushed on this file. Not sure that that's appropriate here. I'll take a pawn in hand. Wait. Wait a second. No, I don't want to trap my rook. Maybe I do. You know, I don't know this opening. We're gonna sack the rook. Um, they might not want it. I don't know. Oh, I could drop in the corner even. It's no better. Let's go here. It's not a sack when you just exchange the rook for a piece. You might call it a sack, but it's more accurate to call it an exchange. Unless it's a heavy loss of material. But such is not the case here. Oh, fun. Let's go. It's not enough to mate. It looks so tempting. Let's keep pushing. Bishop silver. It's not enough. We're just going to push on the king's head, because that's still fun. It's always a fun thing to do. They return the favor. You'd think I could have seen this coming. It's fine. Um... What a mess. Alright, maybe they're intending to return the rook. Or maybe they just want to grab some pawns or something. I don't know. So if rook back, silver drop, rook over... Okay, yeah, they're not doing that. They don't have a knight, and well, a knight fork wouldn't be decisive anyway. They might be trying to defend the center pawn this way, but there's some practical challenges. Wait. There's stuff going on here. There be stuff here. This king is lined up in an interesting fashion. Maybe they drop another rook. I don't know. I could push on the gold's head. Maybe that's what I should have done. I'm playing way too fast despite being down on time.
7分。
Um, Pawn up. Gold takes. Silver, king up. I take the gold. I take the knight. Or then we're cooking. But this is really hot. Is there something better? Pawn drop, gold over, promote, and then use my... Yeah, this is way better. Just take the clean attack. No need to go into this wild stuff that like, allows them to counterattack me. Check. And then I can promote the pawn. It's not even check, but it is a nice attack. You can get nice attacks that where not every move is check. You just have to look for the moves and then play them. So I saw that I could go into some line where I sack my knight, I take their knight, and I've got a promoted bishop, and the king's in the middle of the board. And it was starting to look confusing. So I'm like, no, we're not doing that. Just going to play the line that wins. I'll sidestep that. They might intend rook drop, doing this nice fork here, which ordinarily would blunt the attack, except here I can move the bishop to renew my attack. Or I could even take this gold first. There's a saying that he who captures first gives ground. It holds true in chess and in shogi, so that's why I'm not seriously considering taking the gold before I need it. But yeah, we should be there soon. Rook drop, I can exchange a bishop for a rook, and maybe the rook drop of the back rank with a gold in hand might have a nice attack. Oh, well, this is straightforward. Maybe bishop takes silver mates. Maybe. I have a second. I can look. Nah, I'm not feeling optimistic about it. This is a headache I don't need. Let's dispense with it. So my opponent does still have a rook in hand. They could drop it here, which aims at my king and at my bishop. On turn, I could promote the bishop, but then silver drop slows my attack. I don't know if I could renew the attack somehow. Always start the attack with the pawn. Not always, but almost always it's really effective to do so. Now I can take the base of this castle out.
5分
How to do this? If I bring this over, how do they defend? Not very effectively. Alright, so this gold cannot defend this silver. It could drop a pawn, which gets in the way of my pieces. Um, but then the pawn can't be dropped all the way in my camp. They could drop a silver in front of the king, so I can't just take it out. Um, guess I will remove the silver by other means. Rook drop looks annoying. I could pawn up against this. It blocks my bishop, which is sad. Um, but it does protect my bishop. Alternatively, if I sack or if I exchange here, I can promote. My attack is so slow. So I'm threatening knight drop and then knight takes silver, and then I just keep taking. Maybe I have another threat here somewhere. If so, I'm somewhat blind to it. Ah! That's creative. Well, I gotta find an attack soon. Hopefully I don't blow this. Anything's possible. Gold takes is probably happening. They might take my knight, though, and my king escapes out to the left. Oh, silver defensive. Yeah, okay. That's a good pattern. Yeah, and then... yeah, that makes sense. We might still see it, though. Um, but in the interest of me not flagging my opponent, but actually winning on the board, maybe I should do that.
3分。
Mm.
2分30秒。
So, I forget, was the proverb at the beginning of today's episode, cut off the king's escape route? I'm not doing a great job of it, but we can see why it matters, right? So I cut off this square. I'm going to use the dragon on the other side. And if they save the rook, hopefully I have checkmate here. Thanks, I guess worst case I have this check, and I take the rook. Alright, we don't have time for 3 today, so we'll just leave it there. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.